Hey guys, Lips here, and today I'm gonna be doing What If Deku Was Jack Frost Part 2. I made this like a month ago, so I'm sorry I haven't uploaded. Sorry I haven't uploaded Part 2 yet. And yeah, this is my Christmas special, right? I might sound different. That's because it's been a while since I recorded the first video today. So let me show you how long it's been, right? So I started recording my What If Deku Had Emperor's Eye Part 2. Part 1 remastered at around 11:12, right? I took an hour break. Then my dad called me upstairs to go watch after my siblings because he and mom were gonna leave because my mom was feeling sick, not coronavirus. Like she had back pain, right? Then after that, my dad came back home, mad we were all on the TV, told us to go take a walk. Then from that, he took us to the car, and we were driving for 3 hours. I've never driven that long unless we were going to like another freaking city. So like I'm so fucking confused. So yeah, it's like 4:47 now. So it's been a while. But hey, I need to record this one. Then Wife Deku Was Neglected Part 3. So yeah. Now that that's gone, let's get straight into it. Guys probably asking, why am I doing the second? Well, watch the What If Deku Had Emperor's Eye video. Then you guys know why I'm doing this. Because one, someone told me to, and two, because I did something in the first the remastered version of What If Deku Had Emperor's Eye. So watch that out. Wow, I feel so shameless plugging myself, but hey, it is what it is. So let's get right into it. I'm pretty sure I left off when Deku finished the USJ, right? So he walks in the next day. And Aizawa says, okay guys, well, we're gonna have two things important, right? So we're gonna be doing the sports festival, everyone cheers, and then he says, oh, and because of one of the students being scared and have decided to quit school, this being Mineta. And because of this, we've decided to add a new student. Her name is Elsa Arendelle. You guys are asking, wait, we're adding Elsa? And yeah, because a person told me to add an OC. And who else can go with Jack Frost except who else can go very well with Jack Frost except Elsa? So like, so Elsa's gonna be younger. Like, wait, she's gonna look exactly like how she looked before because I'm pretty sure Elsa is like effing 16 or 17 or something like that. So yeah, her costume is going to be what she wore in the second movie. And yeah, when she walks in, Izuku immediately blushes, and Katsuki looks at him. And he's like, "Izuku, you're okay, bro? Your face is kind of red." He's like, "Nothing." Then he's shocked. He's like, "Wait, this dude hasn't stuttered since he got his quirk. Wait, is this dude?" He asks, "Wait, Izuku, are you in love? Wait, do you like this person?" Izuku's like, "No, shut up." And he's still blushing. There's steam coming out of his ears, and then Katsuki just starts laughing, bro. And then the funniest thing happens ever. Alright. Aizawa says that because the seat beside Izuku was Mineta's, he tells Elsa to go sit beside Izuku, right? Izuku's hella red, bro. He's hella red. And when she sits down, Izuku turns to her saying, Izuku Izuku Midoriya. There's no reason to change his name. He's like, Izuku Midoriya, nice to meet you. And he's kinda red. He stuttered a bit. But Elsa turns around, she kinda blushes too. Because remember, Izuku look kinda cute. One, I'm not homo, so don't quote me on that. But this is like from a girl's point of view. So like yeah. So she's like, oh, nice to meet you, I'm Elsa Arendelle. And they shake hands, and then they can instantly feel that they both have ice quirks, because of the certain like connection for some reason. Because I must say that their ice quirks are so strong that they're kind of sentient. So when they meet another sentient ice quirk, they kind of just react, right? So when they shook hands, the room around it kind of grew cold, and then Aizawa was like, Izuku, why'd you start freezing stuff? And then Izuku's like, it's not, I didn't do it on purpose, And then it's like all I did was shake Elsa's hand, and Aizawa was like, oh, you didn't know Elsa also has an ice quirk? And he's like, you do? And Elsa was like, yeah. And then they're like, hey, that's cool. So yeah. And also I forgot to say, oh shit, I forgot. Well, it's not really a quirk, it's Jack Frost's power. So that means that it's just ice reacting. It's just the ice power reacting to the other ice power. So yeah, when they're leaving, Izuku and Elsa walk, and they live in like the same direction. Coincidentally, well, we all know it's a plot, but they live in the same direction. So they start talking, and they're hitting it off pretty fucking well. They say bye, and then, Katsu comes out of nowhere from fucking behind, like Ultra Instinct. And then, he's like, hey, how'd it go? And, Izuku's like, oh, shit, bro, you scared me. And, you know, Bakugo's like, okay, dude, sorry. But, like, how'd it go? And, Izuku's like, pretty well. And, that's pretty much what happens. Next day. So we time skip forward to the next day, and there we see them getting on a bus and them changing. Okay, so they're changing and all that, and what's it called? Shoot, fuck. Why the heck am I so slow about this? They're changing and such, and they got on the bus. This bus takes them directly to the stadium. They're all hyped, and they're all hyped and stuff. And then is mom calling me? Oh, wait. Sorry. Izuku. They all say what's it called? Izuku Midoriya. No, Shoto goes up to Izuku and says, Izuku, I know that you're strong, but what's it called? Shoot, fuck. I know that you're strong, but and from a statistic view, you're stronger than me. But I will win this. Izuku's like, I'll accept the challenge. Kirishima's like, hey we're not here to challenge people or have war. We're just here to be friends. Izuku just gives Kirishima that look. He's like, dude, just be quiet, please. like it's good to have another ice user coming after me. So yeah, happens. They go out, and Izuku's gonna give the speech this time, right? He's gonna give the speech, and Izuku just goes up, and he says, nice to meet you all. My name's Izuku Midoriya. I'm not really good with speeches. I didn't know I was gonna do this. So yeah. I hope we have a good one. Hopefully everyone's gonna try their best, even if they're from different classes. And I hope everyone enjoys the show. And remember, you go beyond the plus ultra. Every girl starts screaming, everyone starts clapping. Katsuki's like, good job, nerd. And then Izuku's like, okay. Even though you called me a nerd, I'll accept it. So that's what they do. They all get ready to race. And Shoto does something, right? He freezes the ground. And he starts to create an ice path, right? So does Elsa. But Izuku does something different, right? He just flies, bro. He just flies. Completely flies. And then, he misses the 0-pointer, right? So, he misses the 0-pointer. So he just sees it, and he decides to, just wipe it out of existence. Like, he swipes his hand, and the ice starts to go around it, and it just completely stops it. Think of what Todoroki did to 0-pointers, but like smaller, because Izuku's not using that much power. And yeah, he flies over the rest of the course, and he gets first place technically. I'm not gonna do all of that. So yeah, Katsuki comes second because he's been training with Midoriya, so he has to get stronger. Elsa comes third, just despite Shoto. Shoto comes fourth. And the rest of them is history, fucking history. So yeah. The teams are gonna be different. It's gonna be Izuku, Elsa, Tokuyami, and yeah. Wait, what the fuck did I say? Izuku, Elsa, Tokuyami, and Uraraka. Wait, no, scratch that. Wait, yeah, Uraraka. That means that May isn't on the team this time. Kind of weird. They still win. Not gonna say how, cause I'm trying to speed through this so I can get to what if Deku was neglected. Part what's it called? I could get to what Deku was neglected part 3 because I'm hyped to do that. So I'm kind of speeding through this. Matches, kind of different. Not really different, but yeah. Izuku's still gonna fight Shinso. Technically, Shinso tries to mind control Izuku. But Izuku doesn't really talk back. He just snaps. He just stomps his foot on the ground, and ice just appears. It knocks Shinso out. And, he's unconscious, and Izuku just walks away. There's no need for talk no jutsu. And yeah. Elsa faces Ida and completely destroys Ida completely, hands down. So yeah, that's what happens. Izuku decides to fight no, Izuku's gonna fight Todoroki next, right? So when they're about to go, Todoroki explains his past with the quirk marriage and all of that. Izuku's like, okay, but that doesn't mean the quirk's his. And then Shoto's he's like a bit pissed, but he kinda understands. And they all go out to the field. Izuku, they both immediately send ice glaives at each other, right? But Izuku's is bigger, so it kind of engulfs Shoto's ice pillar. So Shoto has to move out the way. He starts to ice glide again. He says there's another glacier at him, right? Izuku just stops the ice because like I said before, Izuku has complete control over ice, frost, anything really, right? So he starts shooting bolts of lightning that are blue, which is ice lightning. I'm pretty sure, ice bolts. Yeah, that's what we call them, ice bolts. And they're most of them miss. One of them hits Shoto, and this causes him to get a bit shocked, and causes his right arm to freeze. No wait, left arm to freeze. Sorry, yeah, left arm to freeze. After doing this for a while, he kind of slows down. Izuku tells him to go use his fire quirk. Shoto's like, did Endeavor put you up to this? Oh, I forgot to tell you. Wait, sorry. The Endeavor encounter. Endeavor tries to make him do it. Izuku just kind of freezes Endeavor to a wall with blue ice, which Endeavor can't really melt off right away. So it's gonna take him a while. So yeah. And Izuku then screams, "No, he didn't. I just want to have a fair fight." You haven't noticed, have you? But I technically have two quirks: ice control and lead manipulation. So that means that I'm not even using. That means I'm only using half my power against you. And as long as this is going on, I'm not going to use my full power against you. So remember, this isn't his quirk; it's yours. This kind of sparks something in Shoto. He remembers a memory of his mom, and he bursts out in flames. He says, "Thank you, Izuku." And then Izuku's like, "Okay, let's get on to this." Then he starts to charge his own ice and his leaves, right? And his leaves kind of form this big ass arrow, like. Think of Yukiura's lance, but like 2 times the size of that, right? But it's leaves, and they're fucking spinning at like high speeds. And then that's what happens. Cementos puts up 5 walls, but we all know that those 5 walls are gonna get cut through like butter. So Shoto launches his fire, Izuku launches the lance, and the lance makes it through the fire just barely. Because remember, fire is super effective against grass. So for it to make it through was a fucking miracle. It hit Shoto, and Shoto gets knocked out the arena. Izuku's there, his clothes are kind of burnt. There's frost on his feet and all that to keep him in place. I know he's pretty happy. He puts his hand on me. The whole crowd cheers Izuku's name. And yeah, who's him called? Yeah. Elsa fights fuck. What the hell? Elsa fights Ibarra, and yeah. Elsa fights Ibarra. She easily wins this, remember, ice control and all that. So yeah, now it's Izuku versus Elsa. I'm not sure I'm gonna do this because they're both ice users, so it's kinda hard. So they're fighting now, right? So they get ready, they both take their stances, and they launch each other, right? And Izuku's kind of he creates some ice platforms to jump on, and he launches himself directly at Elsa. He goes for a punch, but Elsa kind of dodges, and he tries to freeze Izuku. Remember, Izuku has complete control over ice, and so does Elsa. So Izuku just takes the ice and throws it back at her, but Elsa stops it. It's kind of pretty interesting match because they both have complete control over ice. So they're just like launching at each other, right? Until Izuku does something, right? He takes the ice and he slams it on the floor, which causes it to create some kind of frost. With this, he creates a ice bolt and he shoots it at Elsa. It's too fast for Elsa to realize, and she gets hit by this. She's almost out of bounds, but she saves herself with the ice. She's like, this is a pretty good match. Izuku's like, I hopes, I was hoping for one too. Like, it's a pretty good match, and you're pretty much throwing some good hands. And Izuku has been gathering leaves on the top of the trees, on top of them, right? It's not invisible, right? So Elsa's kind of like on the edge of the arena, right? So Izuku backs up. Elsa's like, wait, why are you retreating? I'm on the edge. Izuku's like, who said I was retreating? And the leaves and the arrow, it's the size of Yukiora's lance like before, and it slams down and causes some major wind pressure, which pushes her out of the ring. She was about to we're gonna hit her head on the ground, but Izuku caught her and he's like, hey, good match. Elsa's like, yeah, good match. And Midnight's like, Izuku Midoriya wins. And yeah, we're on to the finals now. Izuku versus Bakugo. Shit. Yeah, Izuku versus Bakugo. Izuku's like, Bakugo, you better have gone stronger, or else it's gonna be easy. Bakugo's like, shut up, nerd, or Izuku, I'm gonna win this, and when I do, I'm gonna become number one. And Izuku's like, I'd like to see that happen. And they launch at each other completely, launch each other. Look at those a right hook with an explosion, like always. Izuku already knows it, so he dodges and he hits Bakugo in the rib cage, right? And he kind of freezes him, right? But Bakugo throws an explosion at himself. Not a big one, but just enough to melt the ice so that it doesn't do any further damage. And yeah, they're doing some pretty good stuff. Izuku's saying some ice, but Bakugo's exploding it like kind of how I did to Shoto. And he starts to blast up, and Izuku's like, oh, final moves already, huh? Then he summons his what's it called? Staff, right? Staff. Yeah. He summons his staff, right? And Bakugo's, he's going up, and he's spinning, right? And, they're like, final moves it is. And Izuku, he pulls up with anime style 6th form whirlpool, like always. Why did I pick whirlpool again? Because I can't think of anything else right now. So ice whirlpool, frosted whirlpool, yeah, anime style 6th form frosted whirlpool. He says, while Bakugo screams, "How? What's your impact?" Their attacks collide, and Izuku's shirt is completely off. He just, not dust clear skin. Izuku and Bakugo's shirt are completely ripped off, bro. Like they're burnt. Their pants are barely surviving. And all the girls just blush in the crowd, bro. Because remember, Izuku and Bakugo are built, bro. They're built, not like Goku type built, but slim type built, bro. Especially Bakugo, he's like barely. He has like 1 foot out the arena. And they're like, Izuku Midoriya wins. Izuku cheers. He's all happy and shit, right? He goes up and he meets Elsa. Elsa hugs him. And, he's kind of blushing. And so is Elsa, but Elsa's a bit more bold than Izuku. And yeah, they go back up. Everyone congratulates him. He says thank you. Bakugo's like, you won this time, but I'm gonna win next time, Izuku. Izuku's like, okay, good luck, cats. And that's pretty much it. Sorry, this one's pretty short. Like I said before, I want to get to the one if Deku was neglected one. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's gonna be like, oh, this isn't really long, but yeah. I might only record one video. I'm probably only gonna go into record one video tomorrow. And it's probably gonna be the what if Deku Naruto had Shou's reincarnation. Why? Because I'm going to get 2 days for the votes to come in on what the shape is gonna be, and all of that, right? So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and like always, guys, peace out.